Most of you met me from my first viral video, How YouTube Changed My Life. You're probably still here because my YouTube journey has inspired you, showed you that it really is possible, it only takes one video and it could happen for you too. But I know that, like me, you don't just want to be a YouTuber. You want to share your talents with the world. You want to have a life full of meaningful connections, experience the freedom that money can grant you, have a career that feels like a vocation, and a lifestyle that feels like a vacation. For me, all of these dreams are connected to one another because the same approach that helped blow my channel up has also given me my dream career, surrounded me with more love than I ever thought possible, and brought me closer to financial freedom. And I think this approach to setting and achieving any goal can work for you too. By the end of this video, you're gonna know what this approach is and how to apply it to whatever goal you have. But first, I need you to listen to the story of how I landed my dream job. On January 6th, 2023, I started my first salaried position. Every way you could look at this, compensation, work environment, company values, this was and still is a dream job. Just like with viral videos, big successful moments like that can be so big that they cover up all of the work that went into getting to that moment. But it's all the stuff underneath that really deserves your attention because that's the blueprint. So when I woke up on January 6th, I didn't just rejoice. I thought critically about how in the span of 1 year, I went from being a directionless college grad making $13 an hour to being a top 5% earner for my age group. Because I thought if I can really understand how I pulled this off, maybe I can take that approach and apply it to another dream. Maybe to YouTube, maybe to anything. So this year I did that. I tried the approach again with YouTube and it worked. It's the reason why you saw this video a few months ago and probably why you're seeing this video right now. So here it is. I've broken it down into 2 stages. The first stage is going wide, the second stage is going deep. But for this video, let's just focus on the second stage. Okay, here's the thing. Once you decide a goal that you want to pursue, you have to go all in. I'm telling you, if you spend 80% of your energy on that one thing for a year, you're going to see results. In the fall of 2021, I crawled my way out of the post-grad void and decided what career I wanted to pursue. I decided to go into marketing. Once I made that decision, I spent all my free time diving into everything I needed to learn and do to be successful in that chosen career field. I mentioned this in a previous video, but there are 2 types of skill development when you're pursuing a goal. The first is how to do the actual thing. In my case, that was how to market a product or service. But the second type is how to be allowed to do that thing. In this case, it meant how to get hired to market a product or service, either by a company or by a client. And it involved things like how to write a resume, how to interview well, how to pitch to clients. If I had just focused on the first type of skill development, then I would have been one of those really jaded people who are highly skilled but can't get a job or can't get clients. And if I had only focused on the second type of skill development, then I would have been one of those really annoying people who can't do the job that they were hired to do. So I made sure to invest in both of these areas. I went back to school. I got like 3 internships just so I could practice everything that I was learning in school. I took workshops and found online resources to learn how to network, how to improve my resume, and how to stand out in the job market. And eventually, over the course of that year, things started to feel like magic. I'm telling you, I could not believe the opportunities that started coming my way. An amazing internship opportunity, mentors started popping up. Suddenly, I was on a flight to California for work, and before I knew it, I had secured the jackpot. Although this all felt like magic, it wasn't. There were 2 things at play here. The first is accelerated growth. When I say I was spending 80% of my time pursuing this goal, I meant it. My work, my studies, my social life revolved around this one goal. I probably annoyed my friends and family so much. It's all I would talk about. I was always updating my spreadsheets. I literally remember eating lunch and quickly looking up YouTube videos on the topic, watching my lectures from school like they were TV shows, staying up way too late working on this stuff because I just wanted to get a few more minutes in. Because I was putting so much time and energy into the process, I was quite literally learning and growing at an accelerated pace. case. In that 1 year, I learned more about marketing and how to finagle the job market than most people will learn in 5. It was as if I was in one of those hyperbolic time chambers from Dragon Ball Z, where 1 year in there is 1 day on Earth. So they're getting like 3 years of training in 1 day. The second thing at play was generated luck. I talked about this in my Lucky Girl Syndrome video, but there are actually 4 different types of luck, and the one that we're drawing on in this process is generated luck. This is honestly less luck and more just statistics. It's basically when you hustle until you stumble upon luck. You're putting a bunch of energy out there and you're creating opportunities for luck to come and find you. The more you do and the more effort you put in, the higher your chances of getting lucky becomes. So for me, say I reached out to someone at my dream company. If I reached out to that one person, I created one way for me to get lucky, because if I hadn't reached out to them, then there wouldn't be the opportunity for them to respond to me. Say I did this for 10 different companies I was interested in. That means I 10x'd my chances of getting lucky and having someone reach back out to me. Whether you want to call it grinding or luck, the fact is that the cumulative effort that I put in over that 1 year rocket launched me into starting my dream career. And the momentum that that effort created will carry me in my career for the next 10 years. And that's the really cool thing. Eventually, you don't have to put as much effort in to continue getting the same magical results. You've created enough force for the wheels to keep spinning with minimal effort. And I'm starting to experience that already. After seeing the results of what 1 year of that kind of focus could do, I decided that I would try that same approach again, but this time apply it to YouTube. This year, I let myself get obsessed with YouTube. I spent absurd amounts of time editing, writing out my videos, researching all the ways that I could improve, trying to understand the YouTube algorithm, watching other people's videos for inspiration and to learn from them. And I went through the same process again. I'm pretty sure I annoyed my friends and family to death this year talking about random YouTube stuff that only someone who's actually in it would care about. Once again, I would stay up way past when I should to finish a video or learn more about how to make thumbnails or how to hook someone in the beginning of a video. And obviously it worked again. So at this point, I'm kind of convinced that this approach can work for anything. There is one catch though. So that sounds all fine and dandy. You just put 80% of your effort into this one thing, but in reality, how can anyone actually commit themselves to that for an entire year? The secret is you kind of have to be obsessed with that goal. Naval Ravikant says it best. I'm always working. It looks like work to others, but it feels like play to me. And that's how I know no one can compete with me on it, because I'm just playing for 16 hours a day. If others want to compete with me, they're going to work and they're going to lose because they're not going to do it for 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. Honestly, that is the secret. Even though I was putting so much time in, when I was working towards starting my dream career or working towards getting my YouTube channel off the ground, I didn't feel like I was working. I felt like I was playing. I was so obsessed and in love with what I was doing that I couldn't even help myself. I couldn't stop myself if I wanted to. I just had to keep doing these things. And the key to success in this approach is to find the thing that looks like work to others but feels like play to you. And stage 1, go wide, is all about how to find that thing that doesn't feel like work for you. I didn't want to go too in depth into that part in this video because you may already know what that one thing is for you, but if anyone would be interested in that part, how to find direction and how to find that thing that truly is yours and you can succeed in because it feels like play for you, then I can make a part 2 to this video. Just let me know. If you like this video and you're ready to go all in on one goal that you're going to achieve in 2024, you might like this video where I explain how to plan out your goals over a year and how to set action goals rather than results goals. So I'll leave it here for you, and otherwise I'll see you in my next video. Bye.